Weekend wifey, a little bit of tight. Wonder why I keep coming home in the middle of the night. It'll be alright if your bump heads, it'll be a fight. But I said it'll be alright. I really wanna be with you. Gotta be real with you. I can't leave you alone.
Y'all, this was a vibe, okay? A real vibe. Let's chat. So before I get into today's chat, people that follow me on Instagram already kind of know this, but I had a bad week last week. I had actually a not so good like last 2 weeks. The holiday was okay, but like last week, baby, life tries to take me out, which is why y'all didn't get shit. Like sometimes I have a bad day and I can still like push through. No ma'am. I was donezo. I was like, look, I don't want to talk, see, converse. I don't want to do that with anybody right now. So let this motherfucker hit me. So yeah, that is pretty much why there was a drought. Y'all know me, since I started this thing, I ain't missed a week. So I had to take some time to get my mind right, get my shit together, and hopefully I have a testimony coming sooner than later. We're just gonna hold off on that for now. But so I will tell y'all what inspired today's poll. So today we're gonna be talking about the experience of dating a hustler. Now, for the purpose of like this chat, the poll that I did that went with this chat, a hustler we are using to pretty much define a drug dealer or a scammer or just a man who dabbles in illegal activity. Because I think the quick phrase that we use or label is hood nigga, right? But I don't want to use hood nigga because I just feel like there are a lot of men who will say, well, I'm from the hood, but I don't do nothing illegal. So I'm not going to refer to them. I'm going to refer to these men as hustlers, and I'm going to tell you about where that little term came from. So I went to a pool party yesterday. And, you know, me and my homegirl, we sitting there chilling, doing what we do. And this guy walks in. And he's not even like, I try to say I don't have a type. I kind of don't. But he's not even like what I would normally really go for. But he just came in with this energy. It might have been like just a mysterious like confidence, but like also kind of like rugged, like don't fuck with me, I got the strap on me, you know. So I immediately looked at him and was like, he looked like a scammer. And I know that sound bad, like niggas actually be offended. Like my best guy friend, he is a computer engineer, and people tell that nigga he look like a scammer all the time. It's just in the way he dresses, really. But yeah, I don't know, like niggas that be into illegal activity got a look about them like they dangerous or some shit. So that was like my first impression, like this man looked like a scammer. So I seen him talking to one of the homegirls. So I told her, like, I'm kind of intrigued. What's his vibe? Like, tell me what he was about. So she was saying that he was actually like, he's a sweetheart. Like, I'm like, he be in illegal shit. And she was like, So I was like, okay, like at least a little bit. And so she just spoke very highly of this man. And of course, like he ended up coming to talk to me. If you see me with a nigga on Instagram that look like a scammer, mind your fucking business. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. But anyway, so I pretty much like, you know, he came over, started talking to me. Very nice conversationalist, I should say. Because and that's one thing I'm going to touch on. That's the reputation that a lot of, like, dudes that are into, like, that type of shit, the reputation that they get is, like, they not really that smart, or, like, they don't know how to hold a conversation. Again, I think that's where it kind of parallels with that hood nigga shit. Like, you could tell a motherfucker who ain't never really been nowhere, ain't never really experienced nothing, or is just very like short, like closed-minded to certain things. So it's harder for a woman who has seen the world, who is educated, to have, you know, meaningful conversations like that. But he came off very, very good, like no astrology and shit. Like, was telling, we both Leos. Jesus, pray for that if that happens. But Scorpio, moon rising, one of them. But that was the aura. If you know anything about astrology, ladies, that was the aura I was getting. It was that Leo mixed in with a little bit of that Scorpio. Like, you know, we come in the room demanding attention. But anyway, so as I was talking to this young man, the fact that I know, like, he told me that he does have a day job, but I just feel like I reached the point where I thought I had grown out of that, you know, and I don't know. I feel like certain women don't grow out of liking them type of dudes, and that could just have a lot to do with like where you were raised. But I used to always look at women, you know, one of my best friends dates a hustler, and I just, you know, I don't talk to her about it much. That's her business, but I'm just like, is that something you could really do long term? Like, do you really feel like that man is going to be able to do this for the rest of his life? Because I think there are different categories, right? So before I get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the poll results. And I also asked my lady followers who have dated hustlers before if they have what were the pros and the cons, the good parts about dating them and the bad parts about dating them. And so before I get into like the rest of what I want to say, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all those. Cause I really did want to do a chat a while ago where I interviewed a woman who messed with like hood niggas or hustlers, or dated them, just to like see what their observation was and to ask them like, do you see long-term life with them or whatever. But of course, like for them, that's considered snitching. So I knew I wasn't gonna get no volunteers, but I'm like, this is as close as I can get. So I really do feel like it's just a lot of details. Like one of the questions I asked is like, as a successful woman, do you feel like you grow out of dating these type of men? And I honestly think it depends on a couple of things. Because again, when you're successful, you got shit to lose. You ain't trying to be fucking around with all that other stuff. I'll tell you that I got a red flag yesterday after talking to that man. That was the fact that like his ass not too long ago, I don't know when, look here, but that nigga got stabbed in the hand. And I'm just like, oh, see, this was a cute little idea at first. Now I don't know, because what? Like casually, like, okay. Sorry, I don't know if I'm about that life. I really don't. But yeah, I got a whole lot of questions when it comes to like shit like that. Like, I need to know, if I was to ever mess with a man who engaged in like illegal activity, what is the end game? Like, when do you have it in your mind that it's enough? Because one thing I will say is I do not judge no man who if he gonna do it, at least it's putting himself in a position to have longevity after giving that shit up. So if you getting this money and you invested in properties, you invested in businesses, like you putting your money elsewhere so it can grow for you legally, and you can leave that shit behind, I'm all for it. I don't have no problem with that. But what I don't like is like a nigga that just feel like this gonna be him for the rest of his life. Like, you ain't never gonna let that shit go. Cause then our lifestyles aren't gonna match. Cause you're not gonna have that shit around my children. No ma'am. No ma'am, you won't. So that is like one of my main things. And that's why I ain't really dating no hood niggas. Cause I'm gonna ask all these questions and I'm gonna give you the third degree, because that's the only way I'm gonna ever take you seriously. So that be my main question, is like, when is it enough? When can you be able to say, I'm good? Because if you don't have that in your mind, then that means that you're going to convince yourself every step along the way that you need this money to live, or to create the life that you wanted to. And that's when motherfuckers get greedy. You know what I mean? So I need to know, like, that you have a plan in place of, okay, I'm going to have this, and this by the end of the next 3 to 5 years, and then I'm leaving that shit behind, because then I don't need it no more. Versus like motherfuckers just doing it for the thrill. Or because they can. That would be my first question. Shit, another downside is you got to deal with like them having odd ass schedule. Like most of them not on no regular schedule like the rest of us. So popping in and out at different times, late phone calls, like inconsistency. You know, inconsistency can fuck up a relationship real quick. So I think if all of those factors like go into it, that's why a lot of women end up not dealing, because it just becomes too stressful to be sitting there worried about, like, you know, you could already have that fear, like, God forbid something happened to this person that I love, but it's a higher risk when that person indulges in illegal activity. Like I said, all he had tell me, I said, what happened? What happened to your hand? Why did somebody want to do that to you? Like, that shit was scary, and I don't even know that man. But if they not done with their money, I think you might be on to something. Again, if you could teach a motherfucker to invest it into legal shit so they can leave it behind, then you're all right. But if they just get addicted to that fast money and they never want to leave that shit alone, and they don't have the patience to watch something grow, then that's probably going to be a problem. The second thing I like to think about is, does this nigga live by a code? Like, does he have any morals? Because as you can see, that was one of the things that a few women said, which was that the fact that, like, the man didn't have no values, no morals, like, and that's really important to me. Like, are you out here scamming your people? You know what I mean? Like, because let me tell y'all something. I done been scammed before. A motherfucker done cracked my car before I really even knew what cracking cars was. That's another story for another time. But that motherfucker cracked my car. Didn't give me no money though. And ever since then, I done had a beef with scammers. Because, like, if you gonna do somebody's shit, at least pay them their money, bro. Like, why do y'all be trying to make off with people? Like, that shit is when the morals go out the window and you just not a good person no more. Like, if you gonna scam the institution, which is a bank, scam them. But what the fuck you scamming me for? You're greedy. Being greedy gets you killed out here, okay? So that's why I have an issue with, like, I've always said I might respect a drug dealer before I respect a scammer, because scammers they seem to like lose the moral code, which is like certain people you don't fucking scam, bro. And I promise you, if I ever see this nigga out there with this burnt orange ass Challenger, I'm putting that motherfucker on flash. Like, bro, I know where you live too. You lucky I ain't rolled over there. Anyway. I feel like you need to have morals. Are you scared? Like, go scam these white people. Stop scamming us. Stop scamming your people. Like, if you gonna do it, pick bad people. You know what I mean? Rude ass motherfuckers. Just have a system of how you determine, like, again, that's like the rule of the streets was supposed to be, you're not supposed to kill no women or no children. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be some rules, some guidelines to live by. So that way, morally, you can have a little bit of peace. Just a little. Don't just be, again, I think certain lines that need to be drawn with that shit. What else? Oh, like, what's worst case scenario? Like, if you go to jail, do you have your own bail money put up? Where is it? So I know how to access it. Like, these are things you need to know. I ain't never understood no nigga that was into illegal activity and he get fucking locked up and everybody around him gotta come like put together the bond money. No, you got all this bread and you don't have a safety net. You're not smart enough for me. Okay? Because I'm a detail-oriented person. I'm gonna think of everything. So if you don't have that in place, or you're not about having that in place, you think you just that untouchable, you won't be around me. Because it don't take nothing but a minute, nothing but a phone call, you know. It could be the smallest things that get your ass in trouble. Karma, fate, all of that. So, do you have something in place? I definitely couldn't do no full-time hustler. Like, if that's your only gig, you don't have shit legal going for yourself? No. Can't do it. Because who you think finna be cleaning this money for you? You not bringing me into it. Again, when my homegirl said that this nigga was getting packages dropped off at her house, oh no, you will not. Like, that's the issue that I fucking have. Is like, you're not gonna drag me into the shit. That's what I ain't never understood. Is like, the first rule of that shit is you keep your family, you keep your girl curved out, away, to the side, non-existent. Cause that's a lie. Like, you're not finna drag me. Oh, can I put this in your? Absolutely fucking not. And if that's a deal breaker, see you. Another reason I need the hustling to be on the side and not the primary is because you need benefits. I already told y'all, there is no riding this ride without proper health insurance. Do you have life insurance? Because that's what will kill me. Like, these niggas will be into all this illegal shit and won't have them no health, no life insurance, and then let God forbid something happen to you. Now everybody around you got to create a GoFundMe, but you was Mr. Money Bags, Bands in the Bank on Instagram. Make that make sense. So yes, there are some logistics we need in place. You need your own health insurance. Because again, long term, my kids, they need both. They need my insurance and they need your insurance. Same thing with health, with life insurance. No, I'm not walking around with no nigga that don't have no life insurance at all. I don't even want them problems. And again, like, I need to know what the worst case scenario looks like. Because I know that's one thing my friend said, like, niggas, they be in that shit, they'll keep you out the loop when shit getting hot. No, don't do that. Because I might have a plan that will save your ass, okay? That's what y'all got to stop doing, is thinking y'all smarter than y'all women. Because most of the time, y'all don't. Like, we are we are way more thorough in our thinking than men usually are. So you really be needing us to let us know. But I don't want to worry. You're doing yourself a disservice. So, like, worst case scenario, because that girl said, baby, she was in the middle of a raid and never went. And that's why I really do understand why so many women said that, like, they would only do this shit for fun. Because, again, at the end of the day, you got to sit here and contemplate, is this motherfucker coming home? Are they a target? Are you a target from being with them? I watch enough fucking movies to know that, like, they will use your family to get to you. Okay? So, it's just a lie. Again, can they go to jail? Because, listen, I will tell a hood nigga up front, a hustler up front, I'm not waiting a bajillion years for you to get out of jail. I'm not putting, we can do this and enjoy it for what it is. But if you get locked up, I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl that's going to sit there and wait for you. You see me? All this life I got to live, all this shit I got to lose. You could say that's not loyal. Leos are one of the most loyal, but we not stupid, okay? So I will love you as a friend, be there for you as a friend. But as far as a commitment, ride or die, I ain't never been believed in that shit. No, sir. I will ride with you, but if I even feel like I'm gonna die, that's it. That's over with, you know? So that's all the shit that you have to really consider when you date a man who is into those types of things. And that's why so many women, like, again, you got to remember the population of my followers that answered this, the majority, if not all of them that answered this, are college educated, okay? So I'm not talking about no birds or no women that don't have shit that's looking for a come up. I'm talking about the women that follow me. Shout out to y'all. I got a good batch of women that follow me. They be on their shit. They business oriented. They business minded. They determined. They motivated. They got shit to lose. So I knew I was going to be able to relate to a lot of the answers that I got. Because essentially, you know, they either come from good family, come from money. They not looking for no come up ass shit. So I know that for them, they're going to think about this like, all right, will I play with this nigga? Yeah. Will I let him take me out? Yeah. But will I really think about being with him long term? There's a lot of factors, and that's why I asked the question, like, if a man does have shit in place that can hopefully replace that hustling life, would you still go? And most women would, just because, okay, they don't feel like that's his only well-being. That's his only method of making money, and that shit could go left. As we saw in these responses. Okay? It's a lot. And I think the biggest thing, like, they're like the regular guys, they love to talk down on hustling ass niggas. Them not only, see, this poll disproves that shit, because these niggas out here be, y'all only want to talk to scammers. Y'all only want to talk to the drug dealers. Sad, mad ass. Clearly, these women aren't really investing in them long term. Will they date them and mess around with them? Yeah. The fuck? That'd be kind of stupid. What y'all gonna realize is a lot of these men are not selfish like a lot of y'all, or cheap. And women like that. Okay? But, as you can see, a lot of women understand the precautions of messing with men like that. So, they know that essentially, no, they want a person with a legal job. So, that disproves that theory right there that women only mess with fucking hustlers and scammers and shit. Just the women you want. I'm talking about, look at these quality women in my fucking followers. These are the women, the type of women y'all need to be trying to date. Anyway. So, I just feel like it's a lot to think about. And when you add up all the factors, the main thing is, so for women, they like the fact that, because again, when that man walked in that room, it was confidence. It was security. I didn't even know him yet, and I just felt like, oh, he looked like he could keep me safe. Like, that's really what it be for a lot of hustlers is, one, they're going to treat you nice. Most of them. Some of them. They're going to make sure you well taken care of. You know, y'all niggas these days don't want to be providers. Half. Let's go half. Them niggas ain't asking for half. So, let me just throw that out there. Yeah, but I'm just, a lot of what you saw is the fact that you feel safe, you feel provided for, and those are two of the main things that women require the most out of relationships. And I really want y'all regular niggas to stop hating on, because we, in regular circles, we call them hood niggas. I want y'all to stop hating on them, okay? Just because that scammer or that drug dealer is in the club with a section with 10 bottles with the chick that you've been eyeing, doesn't give you a right to be jealous, okay? Green is not a good color for some of y'all, and y'all be envious as fuck, and like love to talk down on these type of men, but fail to realize, again, the main thing that is attracting women to them is the fact that they have confidence and they are not shy about being providers. Now, When you could walk around with your chest out. I was just talking to my homegirl about a date she went on with a guy, and she said that man, like, he was a nice guy, but his posture, like the way he carried himself, it wasn't that of what you want to see from a man. It wasn't no man with his chest out feeling good. You know what I mean? It's just women, it's like pheromones. We just navigate to that shit. Like I said, me being a Leo, when that man walked to that party, and I just felt like eyes went to, like, I get attracted to stuff like that. I need to know that, like, you a boss ass nigga, okay? And if you can't carry yourself like that, women are not going to be attracted to you. So sometimes y'all need to look within and work on that confidence a little bit, because that will get you a lot further than being, again, I done talked about this before, looking at him like, oh, you being a why him, not me ass motherfucker. Like, that's never been a good look, okay? So get you some money, boss up, and you'll get the same attention. But really, that's what a lot of it is. It's just feeling like they're going to provide for you. They're going to hold you down and keep you safe. And then I think a lot of women get turned on by seeing, like, that really soft side of them, like, hard to the world, but, like, all sweet and shit to his baby girl. That type, you know, that type of vibe. It's sexy. Sorry. You know? The other nice thing about hustling ass niggas, hood ass niggas, baby, if you got something going for yourself, you like a queen in their eyes. Like, they so used to these little bum ass rats who don't do shit but like try to get money out of a nigga. I told this man, he talking about where you get your degree from. I got my bachelor's from University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. I got my master's. As soon as that he said, a master's. Yeah. You know, so they know how to gas you up the right way. Make sure you have fun. That's one of the main things the women said, like, you just get all this stuff. And for this like me, I ain't never been spoiled. Not by no man, not for real. Like, not on no grown ass relationship. Like, babe, get dressed. I'm finna take you here, XYZ. Like, babe, I booked us a trip. And, you know, I ain't never had that. So all of that shit is very enticing to me. Okay? I can understand all the other stuff. But that, at this point in our life, I just told y'all I had a rough ass week. That sounds marvelous. I swear I just seen a girl on Twitter say, like, she told her man that she was stressed, and the next day she was like, and here I am in a plush robe in a nice hotel with a massage book, drinking wine, ordering room service on his tab. I feel like, I mean, regular working niggas could do that, but I just had an inkling that, like, she had a hustler with some coins, okay? It's just a lot that they can provide to you that you don't really get nowhere else. Again, they be gassing up the simple shit that you do. You know, they bring you around their homies, they block. You know you gonna get some gas. Especially you look like a little classy girl, like, damn, where you found her at? At a 40. You know, so it's just different. I really want the men to understand, like, it really don't be y'all. It's just an appeal that they bring. Sometimes women, they like they nigga with a little bit of edge. Some of y'all are like crustless bread. Y'all don't have no edge, no nothing. And it's boring. Sorry to put it to you. And not only that, you could be a little boring. That's okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to put into words why some men have more trouble gaining. Like, they just don't have the thing. And that's not to say that, like, you chase the thing, but that's important for a lot of women. So, again, if you're not having success, usually it's the lack of confidence. It's the fact that you just don't have no, like one of the girls said, no swag. Like, and sounds like a shallow way to put it, but you can't help that, like, it's an aura. That's the best word I could use. There is a very specific aura and a vibe that you get that a lot of hustling ass men have that regular ones don't. And I don't know if that's a vibe you get from having money or what is it. But that's what I feel like. Even like men who have money, they might be a little corny, but they like, sometimes they even have a different like walk in their step, pep in their chest, all of, you know what the fuck I'm getting at. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. It's okay that walk of life isn't for you. Again, as we can see, a lot of women outgrow it. However, I do think that there is such a thing, like, even though in that question I used the example of James St. Patrick, and we know how that all turned out. But if he was smarter, like, somebody didn't write this shit, if he didn't get greedy, if he didn't have that business partner, he could have sailed the fuck right on up out of there. But he got and go. I mean, that's part of the storyline. But I'm just saying, it's all those little factors. So I'm telling ladies, if you're gonna do it, at least know what you're looking for out of it, and be able to evaluate before your ass get pregnant by that motherfucker. Y'all love to get pregnant by these niggas. Before you get pregnant, evaluate. Is this a life that I'm ready to ride for the rest of my life? Are we on the same page as far as, like, is he gonna stop ever? When is he gonna stop? If he does want to stop, what does he need to obtain before he stops? All those things are important to evaluate. So like I said, y'all see me pop up with somebody that look like a scammer, mind your business. And I'm just playing. I don't know what's gonna happen with my life, but I'm just saying, mind your business. But yeah, I think that's all I got. I hope y'all enjoyed these little responses. I really enjoyed seeing what the ladies had to say about the ups and downs, because some of that shit is a key, okay? I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Little suburban. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I could not end this video without telling y'all the funniest shit that happened yesterday with my new scammer boyfriend. So, of course, me and my homegirls over here, him and his homeboys, they like across the way. And ladies, this is why eye contact can be misread sometimes. So I felt like, as I was like eyeing him, that his homeboy thought I was looking at him, right? So of course, first his homeboy came over and was talking to one of my friends that he knew. So I'm kind of in that conversation, but not really. So then he says, I can't remember what comment he made, but he was pretty much like, yeah, yo homegirl, she been looking. She was looking at me. I'm like, who? Yeah, I seen you. And I'm just like, oh, this is awkward, because I was looking at your friend, which was like right off your your right shoulder. Like, sir, I was not looking at you. But he was all in that moment. Yeah, she looking at me. I'm like, then I almost had to beat his ass because he grabbed onto my hookah. I guess that was him trying to flirt. Talking about some, you been smoking since you got it. Bitch, get your motherfucking hands off of me. And off my fucking hookah. He was lucky, because at that point, the man in which I was looking at approached. He found his way in, and we was able to do a quick little two-step to the side while they did whatever they did. They rotated out. It's like, thank God you're here, because I almost had to beat your friend's ass. And I need for you to tell him I was not looking. Like, he was like, did you tell him? I was getting there. I just didn't want it to be no more awkward than it already was with him assuming that I was looking at him. And would y'all believe I found out that nigga is married? Why do you think women are looking at you? You're married. You're supposed to act like, if they are, like, you're not even supposed to acknowledge that. So the fact that you was so confident coming up to this conversation, blatantly saying that somebody was looking at your ass like you was checking back, sir, please. So I had to share that, because I was cracking the fuck up. Like, we got to be more careful with the eye contact. Because, yes, I was looking that way. And I was looking at the nigga to the right of you. The one that looked like a boss. You look like a... Look, only talk to bosses, not the second in command. Okay? He looked like a motherfucking... Like, I could tell he wasn't the head nigga in charge. Okay, I'm done for real. Y'all, bye.